What is up, YouTube? I'm DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Now, whenever a trailer for this particular game comes out, I have to stop everything and just jump right into it. There's no way that I can deny or push this off for other reactions that I was planning on doing. So something got pushed off. So if there's a particular video you're waiting for and it doesn't get reacted to during this batch of videos, then this is the reason. And I'm not ashamed to say it at all. This is Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is the Tokyo Game Show trailer. I had no idea Tokyo Game Show was even going on right now, but I am so glad that it is, because it gives me something else that I can go and look into. Tokyo Game Show, as well as E3, is one of the two events that tends to show the most footage as far as like new IPs and stuff like that that are coming out, or just new games in general. Now, there are a couple of other ones like Gamescom and things like that that do have some footage every once in a while, but for me, these have always been the biggest two. And I was trying to think, the first time they showed the high definition Final Fantasy VII tech demo, which was for the PlayStation 3, I thought it was on Tokyo Game Show, but I think it's E3 now that I think about it. But either way, let's jump into this and see what it has to offer.
Quickly!
Oh, what's this?
Barret!
Give me a break!
Jesse!
New town!
Barret!
Where you been?
Oh, not a new town!
Let's lay down some rubber!
Crank that throttle! Okay, you got it!
Who's that?
A soldier.
The hell?
Can't say this is quite what I had in mind when I asked for your help way back when.
Okay, so that was inside the Shinra Tower after you got caught, I believe.
Feels like we're flying high these days.
Now, more than ever.
He's a keeper, all right.
Yeah!
I'll see myself in. Thanks.
Reno!
And who are you?
Now it's my turn!
You actually fight Reno in the church now.
Hello, Aerith.
What do you want?
Rude!
Wait a minute. Those eyes.
Oh, wow. He threw your party member at you.
Corneo's got certain tastes.
Okay, so...
Don't be shy, little kitten.
Don
Shimmy
Corneo.
on over and give Daddy some sugar.
Oh, man.
It'll be fine.
He looks just as sleazy and
right?
disgusting as the original
After
game.
you.
Yes!
You led us on a merry chase, Aerith.
Attention, Avalanche! Resist and we will use lethal force!
Got your lethal force right here!
Mini games. Okay. So they got the squat challenge, and they added something else to it. Still got that damn toad side status effect.
Look!
President Shinra.
Now then, my dear sewer rats. Henceforth allies of wicked Mutai, our sword.
This makes more sense that he would appear as a hologram instead of face-to-face with terrorists. Ifrit. Or Ifrit, however you want to pronounce it. Shiva. I forgot when exactly you got this summons. I thought the first summon you got was at the Chocobo farm. Maybe they introduced those earlier? I don't know. Alright. Based on how that looked, I believe that that was, what was it, Gonzaga or something like that? I believe it was pronounced. Yeah, I think that's Gonzaga or whatever. The that junk town that you get the, what's it called, the Kaja summon, the bull, and that's where you also meet Zack's family, I think. Now, the way the board or the way the stage is designed, there are some things that, for a second I thought it was one thing, but then it kind of flipped the script on me. Like when they were outside of the seventh heaven and there was the ghost, whatever the hell they are, coming after you. Now, I thought that was actually Nibelheim because of the lighting and stuff like that. I thought it was Nibelheim, but when I saw the bar, it made me think that, okay, so there's sunlight now in the 7th district. It's supposed to be under a plate, but then again, I'm guessing it would be off to have an area that's just constantly in darkness. So maybe it's like artificial light. I mean, we do have that. It's not necessarily daytime while I'm recording this, but with lighting, you can make anything happen. Now, yeah, there's just a lot of different areas that like have changed, and there's so many things I'm looking forward to. Also, like I said, the Don Corneo side quest is going to be something that I'm looking forward to. It was always very fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the raid on Shinra. They already showed a little clip after you got caught when you're in the prison cell. This is right before Genova busts out, and the first time you notice in this game that it's not your average everyday Final Fantasy where they have blood and dead bodies and things like that. It's like that part of the game always reminded me of not Final Fantasy. That part of the game always reminded me of Resident Evil. When you're walking through and then you see like the slashes on the walls and the blood trail and stuff, it always reminded me of a liquor. Yeah, this is a ton to look forward to. This is around the same time you get Red 13. I'm wondering how far the game is going to stretch, because I know this is supposed to be episodic and stuff, but I'm wondering, like, because if it is based on just getting out of Midgar, then that means there's a lot of party members that you're not going to see in this game, like Yuffie, Vincent, Sid. Do you run into Katsuya at that time? Nah, you run into Katsuya afterwards too. So yeah, Katsuya would be another a party member that you won't experience until after you've already reached that far into the game. So like almost half the party is going to not appear in this game if it's based on what people are saying. Now, we don't know what episodic necessarily means. I mean, they said that it covers most of Midgar, or it covers Midgar. I mean, technically, if they did do it the way that I heard that it was supposed to have been done, like the Final Fantasy episodic content was supposed to be similar to Final Fantasy 13 in that it's not going to be these short segments of the game, but each game was completely its own game, kind of like how Final Fantasy 13, 13.2, and 13.3 is like 3 different parts of a overall story. Not a well-constructed story, but 3 parts of an overall story. This game is going to be the same way, in that Final Fantasy 7 Remake, the first episode, was going to be covering every single thing that that a normal game would like cover, like as far as like the scope of it. It's going to be huge. But still, I mean, you're splitting the party members up a lot. But they did introduce a new character. Now, I don't know what the name of the character was. They did introduce a new character. Maybe this will answer that question of the party kind of being a little underwhelming, considering half your party you don't even experience in the game. So maybe they introduce new characters that can join your party. Maybe in this first game, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse can actually become party members that you can control. So that would also add a full game's worth of party into this segment. So you don't have to worry about just getting like 4 or 5 members and that's it. You would have a full stretch of a party, something that expands everything for your needs. So you have your white mage, you'll have your warrior, you'll have your monk, you'll have your long range, you'll have your magic user, you'll just something that expands every need that you may have. And then maybe in the second disc they'll introduce new characters to fill in for some of the characters that disappeared, because I don't think Biggs, Wegs, and Jesse is going to be in the second game. But anyway, that's my opinion. I'm looking forward to this game like no other. This is my most anticipated game in decades. Final Fantasy VII was always my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. Final Fantasy VI, you can go ahead and take a seat. Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X, y'all can park y'all's ass in the back. And Final Fantasy VIII, as far as I'm concerned, it's not even in my top 5, so I don't know why people tend to bring that up. But whatever. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time, and I will fight you in the comment section if you say otherwise. But either way, that's been this reaction. I look forward to seeing you guys in the future one. Until then, I'm Devon DaVinci, and you just been enlightened, I hope. I'm going to give you the deuces, and I'm signing out. Peace.